said that you're going to be 29 in 2 weeks.
Yes.
I was hoping that you will say, I don't know, 35, 36.
Why?
Well, that way I wouldn't feel so old.
Why? How old are you?
51. I actually just turned 51 like a week ago, the 22nd.
Piece. I was drawn in right from the beginning. I love that easy, natural chemistry between the two actors. And I thought they did a really great job of developing the relationship throughout the piece. I liked how the conversations deepened the intimacy that they were building. And you just couldn't help rooting for them, which was also really heartbreaking too, because it was so clear that they were never going to be together outside of these sexual encounters that they were having. I absolutely loved all the photographs and the art that we got to see. I thought they were so beautiful, and then that twist at the end. I don't want to give anything away, but it was just, I didn't really see that coming, and it was devastating in a lot of different ways. So, great job telling such a compelling story. I really enjoyed this one.
What a climactic way to start, pun intended. The dive right into the sex, right to that percussive beat, I think that helped me in terms of allowing the underlying sexual tension between them to be not expelled, but to be out of the way. It's already been done so that we could really hone in on those discussions that people have post-sex, which are open and vulnerable because that tension's already out the window and you can get to those deeper levels. And it allowed us to hone in on the very interesting dynamics between these two in their relationship, and allow those themes and that nice brimming material of sexual fluidity and age differences, variety of preferences in sex and in life to come through. And I think that was like the real meat of the piece, and strung it all together so that when it got to the intimacy, when there was the sex, there were so many more layers to it because you knew what they were going through. I also thought the art from the artist of the piece was really interspersed throughout. It was a really interesting choice because it tied into his art, reflected that tie into a growing intimacy, into sometimes this glorification of the body or the obsession with the other and sexuality to take us on that full journey of a budding love, of the obsessive checking over text to see if they've answered, to the aggression in just wanting to have that person as your own, the tenderness, and then that grieving period afterwards. We got the full roller coaster of it, and I think that's pretty impressive in a short.
What an intense film. Really beautifully made. Just gorgeous cinematography, beautiful direction. The writing was excellent and very, very well done as far as just believability, and the dialogue was strong, and you just felt like you were a part of their lives. I became attached to these two characters very, very quickly because they're so well written.
Cinematography and the set design was so gorgeous. I think that it was just super well done, and you guys really did a great job of capturing this really complex relationship. And, the film kind of just evoked a whole array of emotions. And I think there were just so many moments that were so heartbreaking, and especially the ending, that twist ending was something I, didn't expect. And I really love the way you guys, integrated those, like his photography with that kind of kaleidoscope effect. I thought that was super creative.
This was really intense. I really liked it. I thought there was a lot of chemistry and a lot of charisma between the two of them. And so in a way you're almost rooting for them, but it did a good job of highlighting yes, he was engaged, or that's what he said anyway. And this whole thing going through, and you get these moments of nightmares or fights, or you know what it really is, the stark reality of their situation.